My wife and I were playing Zero AD a few days ago, and she asked me how I did something, and I didn't realize she didn't know that one command. So I explained to her how to do it, and it occurred to me this game has a lot of command and control options, and I don't even know all of them. A lot of them I just don't use. So I thought I'd go over a few of them, so at least if you do want to get into the game, you'll know how to control stuff. First, pause. Shift spacebar. Press again to unpause. You can zoom your view in and out using the plus and minus. You can rotate your view with the Q and E. Just like with many first-person shooters, you use those same controls with moving your camera view around. But you can shift your view forward, backward, left, and right using the WSAD keys. And of course, Q and E will rotate. If you have a blue screen come down on your view, you bumped the, I think it's the ampersand, whatever they call it. It's kind of reverse apostrophe. It's by the number 1. It's also brought up with the F9. In fact, F9 through F12 are different game function controls, so if you have one of them pop up, just hit one of those buttons again and it will go away. You can chat with other players using the in-game chat using T. Your ally controls, or actually I think it's called diplomacy in the game, there's a ring that looks like a red ruby in it in the upper right corner. Click on that, comes down, you can select a player, change from aggression neutral to ally, your aggression status, and you can send supplies to other players, allies, for example. Somebody needs more lumber, you have excess, you can send them that. You do want to be careful that you don't accidentally send it to an enemy player. Not that I've ever done that. You can hotkey units, holding down Control and then 1 through 0, set up to 10 units. It'll create a tab on the left side of the screen. You can click on that to bring them back up, or you can press the number on the keyboard. With that, you can also use it for quick navigation. If you hotkeyed your building, your civic center, for example, you can press the key twice quickly and it will take you straight to that. So if you want to get back to your base, or if you have a unit out in the field, you can tap it 2 times quickly, take you straight there. And that works with a double click on the screen or with the pressing the button twice. You can give go-to commands. Obviously, if you select a unit and then you click on the screen to make them go, they will go to that location. If you hold down Shift, it'll let you do an elaborate command and control through a series of paths. I want you to go up, over, around, things like that. And it will walk in that sequence. If you click and drag a box, it'll select everything in it. If you just want one of those, you can then left click on that unit. You'll have just control of that group. If you click and drag, you'll have several selected. If you want, say, just the infantry, you don't want the horse, hold down Shift and right click on that unit and they will go out of the selected group. So you'll have all but, and you can click several even if you wanted. Also, with that, if you wanted to select multiple units, if you hold down Shift and you left click on them, you can manually select or add to the group you've selected. You can even hit your hotkey a group, click and drag, and it will, if you hold down Shift, it will add them to the selection. So if you had a unit that's hotkeyed off screen, hit the hotkey for them, hold down Shift, draw a box, it'll add all those other ones selected to it. You can then redo the hotkey of Control 6, for example, and give them a go-to, and they will all merge together going towards that location. You can stack orders. For example, tell it to go build a house. If you hold down Shift, it will let you build a second house at a new location, and if you hold down Control Shift, Control will make things line up, and Shift gives you this stacked orders, and so it'll go through and you'll have a bunch of houses in a nice, neat order. So I hope you find this interesting and helpful. Game on!